right, it's Knox. We're hanging out live at the Heineken Greenhouse with Portugal the Man. Hello, gentlemen.
What's up? What up?
Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you. What do you think of Atlanta? We're shaking hands all the way around.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you guys have been here?
It hasn't been too terribly long. We do come here a lot, even when it's not for shows, randomly. We're here at Shaky Knees, obviously, and we're really good buddies with the owner. So
right.
Even when we're not playing Shaky Knees, we're here.
Okay. So you actually are one of the bands that get to come spend time in Atlanta.
Yeah, last year I got to come. We were on tour and we happened to have 2 days off, and we were gonna try to fly down for a secret show, but it just got a little too complicated with all the gear. But I was like, well, we'll just come and hang out. And so yeah, we had a blast last year. Kyle got a tattoo.
Kyle did get a tattoo. The worst tattoo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty bad.
What's the worst one?
It's got a little bunny rabbit and it says "Get Stoned."
It's like a jaunty. It's like a dapper, like kind of dandy bunny.
Yeah.
It's worse because it's a bunny, or worse because of the quality?
I don't know, the quality's fine.
Oh, okay, cool. Where do you get it done at? Do we know?
I was backstage.
You can get a haircut back there too.
Yeah, we'll be getting
from what I hear.
tattoos later, yeah.
The execution was flawless, but the conceptualization, I think, was
a little touchy.
So what's your favorite thing to do in Atlanta whenever you come? Is there like a one food place you got to go to every time?
The Claremont Lounge is closed, so
Temporarily.
So now we don't know what to do. That's where we spend all day, all night.
So very few people, and this is a question I want to ask. Like, obviously, when you're on tour, you go to different cities a lot. You know of landmarks and things like that. The Red Hot Chili Peppers were in town. God love them. They're amazing. Flea's on stage. He's like, so I was at the Claremont last night till 7 o'clock, and I was like, ooh, buddy. Has that ever happened? Like it's something like that where they called, like where fans have called, we've tried to make a connection with a city, and fans have been like, no.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
But does that? I mean, do things like that happen to you? Like, do you put?
No, because we don't lie.
Well, all right, but like you can't do everything, and you want to connect with the fans and know that they're have that moment with it. So it's one of these things that's just interesting to me that like it's something I never thought of before.
You definitely think about that, and sometimes you get things wrong. But in general, we're pretty up on things. We're fairly aware men, and we talk a lot to people on social media. We get what's going down in the city. We know the good places to go, or we know the bad places to go, but they're just our places.
Right.
And either way, I feel like we kind of own it. Yeah, we never really tell the truth. I haven't told the truth in weeks, but we normally do from stage.
So are you guys staying? I mean, obviously you have.
You actually have something last night. I told someone I liked their Angels hat, and it was fully a Braves hat. I just saw it.
Oh boy. Well, so when you have time, because you're going to be playing tonight, obviously on the main stage, and then you're sticking around because we have another show tomorrow.
West, yeah.
Have you guys been to that venue yet?
I have.
Okay.
I've been there a couple times. Last time I was there, I saw James Blake, and it was pretty amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your mindset going into a festival show versus a 600-person club show like that? What changes in the Portugal the Man set?
Levels of soberness.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which one's worse? Which one's better for your
when we do the late
state?
night shows, specifically in Atlanta. Atlanta was the first place that we did one of these secret shows. We do secret shows under an alias from time to time, and we only let it out, right before the show. It's a fun thing that we do. We split up all the money then and there, just between. We don't pay management, we don't pay our label, we don't pay our no lawyer fees. We book it ourselves with friends. We go in and we play a show under a different name and just split up the cash between band and crew evenly. And the first time we did it was downstairs in hell at the Masquerade.
Oh my God!
By the way, I'm so bummed about the Masquerade.
Hey, but you know what? It's a version of it still exists in underground.
Oh, good.
So there is 3 levels: heaven, hell, purgatory. It's still there. It's just slightly different. Got a new paint job on it. Because let's be honest, if you're in heaven, you could see all the way to hell.
Oh yeah.
Last year for a Shaky Knees Strut show, the late show was sitting there. They were in hell, and I just kept feeling this drip on me. I was like, "What the? Like,
Upstairs.
It's just this brown water falling on me." I'm like, you know what? I don't care. It's fine.
When I heard it shut down, I just assumed that some kid got killed by falling. I just assumed like, oh, it's finally condemned.
The ghost finally struck back, is what it was.
At that kind of mindset at that show, we asked our tour manager to print us out some set lists, and he was just like, no. He said 2 bottles of whiskey on stage. He's like, start playing. When those are done, you can leave.
Really?
And he lied again. And then more came, and but it's pretty fun. We just go in there and have a good time.
It's got to be a good way to get back to your roots of things, because I mean, I'm assuming when you're world touring and you're 6 albums in and all this stuff, like it's hard to remember when you were that band that was in a bus pushing down the road as hard.
Yeah, we keep those vibes going. We're about to go to Europe right now, and we're playing a bunch of small bars just to kind of just for promo and press, and just because that's what we like to do sometimes. Obviously, playing huge shows in amazing venues is unreal, but sometimes, things just get a little too easy. Like we need some basements, we need a lot of sweat, we need power failures, we need amps to break. We don't like the safe side of it. We always find the best thing. We're never too prepared. We have no idea what we're gonna play today.
Oh, sweet.
And we'll find out. We'll make it up about 5 minutes before we go out there. Be a lot of jamming. Gonna try some new stuff, I think.
We'll find out.
I don't know. We're just going to go have some beers and see what happens. But we find a real magic and a real beauty right there when everything is we're just like, we want the entire stage made out of very, very thin ice. And we're just about ready to fall through at any moment. Because when we're too rehearsed or we're too clean or well rested and we know exactly what we're doing, that's not fun, and that's not spontaneous.
Okay, you just became one of my top 10 favorite bands for that statement, because that's amazing. That's yeah, of course. That's all it is. You guys just like to drink and not eat a lot. It's fine.
Man, last night I was at the Cornitos, the little Coronas with the tequila shot.
Oh boy.
Name like Grills.
They're like Crizzies or
Grizzies.
Grizzies.
Was it
Grizzies? I feel like it's
terrible idea.
Was that place
Elmire?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Little Five. Nice, yeah.
We went there last night with actually the owner of the festival and the owner of another festival in Texas, and I hit it a little hard. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we did.
How's your recovery time now that you have, from the early days to now? Does it take you a lot more?
Today was pretty rough.
We were talking about that today. Like we went kind of hard, but not crazy last night. But I woke up just feeling like I had been wailed in the face.
But we also had, I've never had a saltier meal than the meal we had last night. Yeah. I think that has
Tots on everything.
Dude,
wings, dry rub stuff.
Those chicken wings were
Tots and Little Five
And then
are
we went to a bar and started drinking
Yeah.
Corona with mixed tequila shots in it. What could possibly go wrong?
nothing at all with that. So next album comes out June 16th. Is that the plan? So it literally was inspired by a Woodstock ticket stub. Is that correct?
Yeah, we were up in Alaska filming a video, and we were hanging out at our singer's dad's house. And he was an awesome. Again, we were eating chicken wings and drinking beer. And,
Chicken wings and beer.
We're creatures of habit, bad habits, and he was giving us really good dad talk about things, and he threw us an envelope. He was like, you guys will like this. And he had loaned, a long time ago, he builds houses, he's a carpenter, and has forever. And he loaned a toolbox to a friend out back in New York, or gave it to him, and years ago, I think in the 70s or 80s. And his buddy was kind of cleaning it out, and he found at the very bottom his original ticket to Woodstock. So
Really?
August 15th, 1969, Friday
amazing.
morning, $8. Yeah.
$8?
I don't know what. Yeah. And I don't know.
Are you
why.
listening, Tim?
Yeah. And it was. He can even. I don't know. It just hit us real hard, and that whole movement, just what it inspired. Me and all of us, a generation after that. It was just very, very heavy for us, and the things it inspired, and seeing some of the similarities in the social climate of today. Artists coming together, people gathering in the streets, and it inspired us to kind of go in, and we scrapped the album that we were working on, and we was like, nah, man, let's go do something. Let's go do something like that.
Two-part question that go in different directions. First one, how finished was that album?
Probably 90%, 85%. Our problem was we tried to take the Prince, Michael Jackson route when we had time,
Uh-huh.
and we tried just writing as many songs as we could. So we had about 40 songs for it,
Right.
and we realized that just kind of confused us a lot, because all we wanted to do was just write another song, and we kept liking the later stuff, and we had some amazing stuff on there, but it just
Like, we're not Prince.
Yeah, we're not Prince,
Prince grand artistic license, and look at all those colors and sort of whittle them down into, a focused effort.
yeah.
We can't.
He had a legit Scrooge McDuck vault of songs that he would dive into and pull out some gold.
Yeah, but I think
Takes a
we
little
had
bit
to get to a point, like, again, John's dad with the practicality, where he's like, don't you just go into a room and record songs? Like, you need to hear someone be like, look, what you do is simpler than what you're making it out to be.
Right. I think it's a lesson for everyone in life too, not just for bands and radio DJs. Backside of that, so with the ticket stub and the new different direction of the album, did it make you feel as though you needed to be more politically involved with things? There's a lot, you guys are hitting out like different causes left and right on your Twitter account and things like that.
We're not trying to be political. We grew up on Rage Against the Machine.
Right.
I do it better than they can.
Yeah.
But we're just out for social justice.
It's not so much as a political statement, but like, hey, get active, pay attention to what's going on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Do something, and yes, we've always been big into certain causes. Mainly the environment, because we're from Alaska and we have a very unique perspective on it. We glaciers melt and our roads are frost heaves everywhere from permafrost melting, and so we see climate change.
So
Very personal.
while we're in Atlanta being like, just people are being like scoffing at global warming, you're in Alaska being like, dude, my home's melting away.
Yeah, totally. The last 9 years.
Let me go live on Facebook.
Yeah, seriously, it's like last year was the first year in like 6 years that there's been snow on the ground in Wasilla, Alaska on Christmas Day.
That says something right there.
And so, and we, so we're very, very particular about that. Also, music programs for children. We that's how he and I met. Is like that's
Oh, wow.
we became friends in like middle school band and stuff like that.
Cool.
And so we do a lot of causes for that, and it's just it feels good. Like all the other things we've been talking about, we do a lot of bad things very often being in a band. So
It balances.
yin and yang, man. So we try to do a lot of
balances.
good things too, so we can sleep at night.
So we can pass out when we're drunk and not wake up from bad dreams, okay? So I may be weird, I don't know. The one thing that, if you can go back in time and go to one event, mine would be Woodstock. To see all those people, to see how, not only now that I do what I do, to see how festivals happen. Like, you're 250,000 people deep. How the hell do you hear the stage? It's things like that just blow my mind.
Oh yeah, I don't think they could very well.
No, I don't think they could.
The speakers. I've watched the footage and I'm like that's like from
How?
my parents' living room.
Right.
Suspended disbelief. I think that's where the brown acid comes in.
So
Sounds amazing.
So if we threw a 50th anniversary of Woodstock and tried to recreate the exact thing, it's not going to go as well. It's going to be, it's going to be awesome, but it's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I imagine so.
We got 3 years or 2.5 years to plan it now. I think that.
Mud rides of Woodstock '94.
Yeah, actually, that's what I was going to say. If I could go back to one thing, it'd be Primus playing "My Name Is Mud."
That would be pretty amazing as well. But the original, though, I think that moment would have to be something that you do.
I got $8. Let's go.
Tim?
Totally got $8. I'll buy somebody. Yeah, I got this, guys.
Last question I have for you, and I don't know if I can get in trouble for this. So you guys have worked on a strain of marijuana
Yeah, we did.
called Feel It Still.
Yeah.
Do you, not for consumption in the state of Georgia, but did you sample this along? Like, how much input do you have in this? Is it
We
just
didn't
like,
have, we actually just kind of threw it together last minute with we're friends with a guy who has a weed farm in Portland, and we had done an event with him where our keyboard players, very good, oddly enough, he's an incredible classical pianist, and this guy has an amazing home and he throws these concerts, and so he went in and did. He was comparing weed strands to specific composers and stuff like that.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, and with indicas and sativas, and he went on his whole speech plan out. It was a beautiful evening.
It's all higher education.
Yeah,
Higher education, yes.
And, it was pretty amazing.
It's like the Leonard Bernstein of weed.
It was pretty fun. And so we had talked about Just doing some fun things. It's in Portland. That culture is just very interesting. All the shops
Right.
are beautiful. Everything's really really cool. And we like to have fun with stuff. We don't generally just go out and we're not advocates for anything in
Right.
particular.
Yeah.
Never do what we do or what we say, which is once again why we don't preach about anything. But we do like to have fun with those kind of things. It was a fun business opportunity. We just like very interesting collaborations, and so
It's unique. It's something that's not done very often. So it's it's like, oh, cool. This band's really like. You may not be like card-carrying members of Normal, but at the same time, like we're cool with this. Like live your life.
yeah, we're always about doing something weird, and that whole industry in Portland just like opens up an entire new a new door for everything, for marketing, for real estate, for so many things, and it's just interesting. I haven't seen, there's only so many things I've seen in my life that really change the city that you live in,
Right.
the environment around you. And ever since, it's like the music industry changing with like going all streaming now, everybody has to come up with different ways to market and brand and do all these things. And
Why not have a strain of weed?
why not, man? Yeah. Never done that, and I just kind of we're some of those guys that just kind of want to do everything
Right.
once.
Uh-huh.
And so check.
So tonight, 6:30. Did I get the time right? 6:30 on the Peachtree stage. Portugal the Man taking the stage. Hour-long set. No idea what we're playing yet.
Not yet sure, but there'll be a few new ones,
Uh huh.
a few old ones.
And a one hell of a party.
Oh yeah, and then Cage the Elephant's on after us, so we're in a
Ooh,
Yeah.
we're in trouble.
yeah. Those guys won't be
We
so
were
good.
on tour with them last year.
Yeah.
They brought a margarita maker out on tour with them.
Oh, yeah.
They're just they're too much fun.
Brad was supposed to be here playing the role of me doing this interview, and we were supposed to be chatting, but like it was like,
Wait,
oh,
Brad
Brad,
was supposed to be here?
Brad's not gonna get up.
Not Brad last night.
Brad, did you really?
Yeah. He just had this thing when we were on our tour bus when we'd all be going to bed and he'd come up. We pretty much. So we party pretty hard. We're known for being a pretty hard partying band.
Uh-huh.
And we have a bunch of friends. We've known the Cage guys for a long time, but never got to tour with them. We just like meet up at festivals and do stuff. And we have some crew that's toured with them on our crew as well. And everybody's always said like, you guys party hard. I think you can party harder than any band. They're like, except maybe Cage the Elephant. Like we're a bunch of Alaskan boys. They're a bunch of just like Tennessee dudes.
Yeah.
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, Kentucky. Yeah.
Bowling Green, Kentucky boys, and they just they hit it hard. And so when we got together, man, that tour.
The common thread between those two towns being bar fights.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of places where you hear the bar stool kick out.
Yeah.
Everyone sort of like goes on. Going,
Nice.
We had several fights with those guys around, and we had a lot of fun.
Is there a partying challenge that you is like, all right, we can go harder than you can. Let's do it.
No, I think we just respected each other right off the bat. We both kind of did it, but Brad will always just take things a little step further. But
Right.
that's the only thing he would come on the bus at 5 in the morning. We're all like just kind of getting to sleep. We're in our bus, and he would come to start yelling. And it was like a scene from Jurassic Park or something. Once again, back in '94. And you're sitting there in your bunk, and you're watching your iPad. You like turn the brightness down, and everybody just gets real quiet. And he's just yelling, and you feel him breathing, and the curtains on our bunks are moving a little.
It's
bit.
like
And,
it's like a velociraptor.
yeah,
Just sticks his head. Brad the velociraptor.
into bunks and grab.
Oh man.
He's so much fun. We love those boys a lot.
like he's so intense about everything. It's like, let's do shots. Let's make an omelet.
Pancakes.
Well, we will yell at him later whenever he's here for not hanging out with you guys, and make him buy you shots at your late show tomorrow if he's coming to that.
Yeah, way better.
Thank you guys so much. Can't wait to see your set tonight at Shaky Music Festival.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.